Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome back to another video. I'd like to welcome any new subscribers, welcome back any current subscribers, and now the formalities are out of the way, let's get into the video. Ladies and gents, winter is almost upon us, and my temperature on my dash is also reaching one of my favourite numbers, 69 degrees. Sorry, I had to get it out of my system, I'm sorry. Topic of discussion for this evening, just carrying on from the track video that I was talking about, or the track day video that I am looking to do. Fucking hell, my English is terrible tonight. I've had a couple of people contact me via usual social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook and so on, and a lot of them have said the same thing: go one piece. And in all fairness, I think on the grand scheme of things I probably will, but it's all about I suppose the quality of the garments that is in question now. Well, not really in question, because as you guys know, I work in a bike shop, so the quality side of things is never a problem for me, because, you know, I am lucky enough that where I work I can get hold of Alpine Stars, Dainese, RST, BKS, Sperring, IXS and a few other decent brands. However, there's been a couple of people come up to me, especially when I'm at work, because like their mates that follow my channel and so on and so forth, and they've gone to me, oh, why don't you get custom made leather? Like, why don't you get a custom made one piece? And I was like, yeah, do I look like I've got like £1,000 to spend on a one piece suit, especially considering where I work? And they're like, no, you don't have to spend that sort of money. And I'm like, well, okay, you tell me how much I can spend that's going to be reasonable enough to be good quality, but cheap enough not to bankrupt me. And someone said to me that I should check out NF Moto. I'm not sure where they're based. I believe they're somewhere in the UK, but don't quote me on that. And for about 400 quid, they can make a custom set of levers. And in all honesty, that sounds way too good to be true. But after speaking to one of the guys I know that actually has a set of these levers, and crashed in them quite a few times, to be perfectly honest. I think he's hit the floor probably 2 or 3 times in them, mostly on track days. And I've seen the sort of tumbles that he has, and believe you me, they're not little. So I'm like, okay. So I'm not going to say my mate's name, because the simple fact that I don't want to embarrass him, but needless to say that he's had a fair few drops in this suit, and it's still in one piece. Granted, it's you know, battered and scarred and all the rest of it, but at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen when you go and do track days and end up hitting the floor, because, you know, that generally happens. Do you know what I mean? You know, that's kind of the general consensus when it comes to track days. If you do them often enough, the law of averages states that you will come off eventually. And believe it or not, the more I look into it, the more I'm thinking I don't actually need to spend £500, £600, £700 on a set of levers. You know, I can quite easily spend £400 on a set of levers. You know, just get plain black ones, or black and white, black, white, red, black and red, red and white, whatever I want. And if I don't like it, I can just flog them on eBay. You know, I'm sure there's bound to be someone that's going to be a similar sort of size and build to me that could potentially benefit from a set of levers. But obviously, if I get them custom made, then they're never going to fit anyone properly other than me. So I have to be very careful in what I do. Also, this particular company, NF Moto, they actually send you out a sort of like a, in inverted commas, test suit, which basically has the armour in, but it's not leather. It's like made of material of some description. I'm not sure exactly what material. I think it's like nylon or cotton or something like that. You know, something relatively cheap that they can mock up to suit your preferences, like your body shape and whatnot, which is good, because at the end of the day, if they do that and they find that the actual mock-up suit that they've made for you fits you really well, all they really need to do is transfer those measurements onto leather, and jobs are good. Or at least that's the theory anyway. However, depending on the requirements, a can take a couple of weeks to be made, which in all fairness isn't a problem for me, because I'm not going to be doing a track day anytime soon, and when I eventually do a track day, I'm hoping to have lost a little bit of weight. Again, that kind of begs the problem, or begs the question of, do I wait until I've lost that bit of weight, or do I get a set of levers that are a little bit snug now, they're just going to be looser as I lose the weight? These questions and more are always going to be present when it comes to buying levers. You know, I have people coming into me at my work asking me the same sort of question. Should I go tight? Should I go loose? What should I do? Blah, 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 blah. And in all fairness, I can only give them my honest opinion. And sometimes it's straight up honesty, and sometimes it's like, look, I'm not being funny, but you look ridiculous. When it comes to comments like, you know, I'm not being funny, mate, but you are way too big for wearing levers, you really need to look at textiles. Some people get offended by that. And in all fairness, so would I. But shit happens, do you know what I mean? It's like I had that life-affirming wake-up call when I was diagnosed as being diabetic, and as soon as I lost the weight and killed the diabetes, it's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm back. And this is kind of like where all these ideas are coming from. With losing all the weight and everything else, it's like, yeah, if I can lose the weight and get rid of and beat diabetes, I can do pretty much anything, really. And if that's the attitude I take, then anything's possible. And I'm not going to lie, for that couple of months, well, nearly 9 months should I say, that I was diabetic, you know, I was scared for my health. I was scared as to whether or not I was actually going to have a life after, you know, all this has happened. But guess what? I panicked for nothing. You know, I'm healthier than I ever was. I'm also stronger than I ever was. Granted, I've still got a dodgy shoulder, should I say. But that aside, you know, I've never been healthier. You can definitely tell winter's on the approach. Look at these shitty dark clouds. But this rain is supposed to be with us till this time next week. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? There's so much stuff that I need to do to this bike in one hit if possible. Tyres, brake pads, fork seals. What else do I need to do? Oh, fuck me, there's so many things that I need to do to this bike, it's ridiculous. But yeah, winter projects and all that, they're lovely when the weather's shit. Gives you something to do of an evening, which is pretty much where I'm going to be in about a month's time. Oh my god, that's a fucking Christmas tree on wheels there. On a side topic, I saw the funniest thing today at work. Alpine Stars make those PVC over jackets for one-piece levers that you see on like World Supers and MotoGP. You should see what they look like. Oh my god, they look like a massive human condom. Oh, pardon me. But ladies and gents, this is what happens when there's a little bit of rain. A little bit of rain, shit tons of police, loads of buses, and people too scared to put their foot down in the rain. That's pretty much it in a nutshell for me when it comes to riding in London. That has got to be, without a shadow of doubt, the most random looking Audi TT ever. What is wrong with the world? It's global warming gone fucking mad, I tell you. I will say one thing, I'm glad I made it this far before it started raining. At least I'm not going to get too wet, he says. I've got to be careful because this is where I had my last fucking off. Oh my god, fucking I've been between two bloody massive lorries. Oh, such is life. But ladies and gents, this is where I'm going to leave you, because I'm getting rather damp and I want to get in and dry and have some dinner. So without further ado, I shall catch you on the next one. So for now, be good, be happy, ride safe, and adios.